up against the champion again. Now, I am doing a ton of damage per swing. So he will actually take the leftmost path, unless I can find one with 3 elites that takes me through a shop, which I did. It's the rightmost. Alright, because I want to spend 1,000 gold. Don't know about you guys, but spending 1,000 gold seems fantastic to me right now. Somehow can't possibly be worse. I would love to have gotten armaments at this point, but I guess it's not happening. We're going to... We don't need the heavy blade, actually. Strike, twin strike, which puts you down for the count. Heavy blade, strike, headbutt, which knocks you out of the sky as well. And I'll put heavy blade back on top. I now need to get something that gives me more strength. Armaments, block, will kill off the one in the back, and I'll block everything as a result. You're powering up again, you're gonna go flying. Brutality, because I wanted to get this over with. Will battle trance. Armaments to end your measly existence and strike you down once. Alright. There we go. I kind of want to get a feed right now to make it easier to be at half health. As dumb as that sounds, I do want it. Iron Wave. It's not a strike though. But it does give me block, so I will take it, and it already starts off at plus. Alright, offering. Warcry is going to be exhausted either way. Is there something I don't want to be upgraded? Yes, I actually don't want Iron Wave to be my opening hand, because Iron Wave cannot be upgraded in any meaningful way. Bash. Strike. Defend. Do I want a headbutt? Yes, because I will headbutt to get armaments back in my hand. And we'll keep him at fairly low life. Alright, now he's doing his Hex. We start off with armaments to make sure I don't have to cast it again, get Brutality out of my hand, and strike him down. I don't think I had any of my big attacks that would have allowed me to kill him that turn. I want a strength buff of some kind. Give me Perfected Strike. Rage, costing 0 makes it okay. True Grit, though. True Grit. That is actually something that's good. No, because that means I get rid of my Perfected Strikes. I'm just going to have to rely on getting decent card draw. So I wanted to go to a shop. Giria, that is actually Apotheosis. If I get Apotheosis, then I'm just going to want to get rid of, what's its name? At that point, I want to get rid of armaments, because I'm not going to have any reason to do anything else. I'll just Apotheosis and move on with my life. And I suppose that's not a bad thing. So we can Apotheosis... We'll hold on to armaments just in case. What? No. I'm not getting rid of Bash. You crazy? We're going to get rid of... a single defend. Prayer Wheel is not that good of an item. Giria is actually probably good for this run as it is. We'll take Metallicize, and we're going to hold out for finding more strength boosters. Rampage is not good here. Why is it not good? Is there a reason that it's not good? There really isn't a reason of why it would be bad. Yeah, we'll not bother with we won't bother with Rampage. And now I'm going to want to Giria at as many campfires as I can. Do I want to alter my plan? Yes, I will alter my plan, because I want to get Giria going, so I can have some strength boosts. Leave. I'm not going to get potions. I have no need for oh my gosh. Well, offering. Cast Apotheosis. Metallicize to get this out of the way. Strike you and Perfected Strike you, hopefully to have a nice day. We're probably going to hurt ourselves slightly on this, but that's mostly fine. You will die. We're going to set this up on you, gain the block, and then swing at you twice. Take only one from it. That's amazing. If I can somehow put Apotheosis in my opening hand each and every single time and get it upgraded, then I'm just not going to bother with armaments anymore, because there's no reason to bother. What's in the battle trances? Brutality to get it out of here. Warcry to draw... Oh, right, I can't draw anymore. Right. We don't need armaments. Rage. Heavy Blade. Strike. Headbutt. Take Heavy Blade, put it back. We'll bash you, Twin Strike you. Will we Twin Strike? We will Twin Strike. And then we'll block the next strike. Man, if we get the Black Blood, it's going to be so hard to trigger the Red Skull. Now that I think about it, I could just Perfected Strike and get rid of you. I have no... Well, Warcry is draw. And the crux of our current plan is to draw as many cards as feasibly possible. Giria triggers. Let us go down the leftmost path. Because I want to gear up. It's the stabbing book. Yay! Well... might as well rage. Iron Wave. Metallicize. Strike. Warcry, but of course fails to find. No! Oh, great, I screwed up. Could have kept a defend, but I can't pay attention to anything I do, because I am a moron. I am a moron. Bash, Iron Wave, puts me at 10, defend. We draw through more. Apotheosis. Brutality. Offering to continue drawing through. Doesn't do enough of a strength buff. We'll Warcry. put the strike back on top. Heavy blade deals the most. Although it might not have been the actual correct move. Armaments will not get me enough armor to block everything anyway. And it's better for me to be at half health, so I could have blocked one wound. Oh well. Battle trance. 28. This should kill you? It does. How nice. Champion's belt. Alright. Pommel strike. That is also good. We will lift. And we'll open up this chest to get bottled flames. We get to choose an attack card that's always in our opening hand. And I think for that we will take perfected... no, pommel strike. Because it... no. We'll start off big with a perfected strike in each combat. Because it can straight up kill enemies on future floors. They're both defending. That's good to see. Well, we kind of don't need to bother with rage, but we'll rage nonetheless. It's kind of a waste not to use all of our abilities as soon as possible. And look at that, we took him down to half health. There's a strength buff. The Centurion is not going to attack me, he's going to defend his compatriot. Armaments will go down, Brutality will go down, Bash will go down into a Warcry. Pommel Strike will actually keep on top and do a normal strike. Not even sure people are still watching. Yeah, people are. Oh, that's nice. They just mute the music. They don't actually mute all the effects of cards, or when people do stuff in the game. You die, so I really don't have a reason to do anything else. Yeah, so... goodbye, Missy. Let's see here. I don't know why I was thinking guaranteed to draw a bash, clearly. 24. 32. That's more than 50. The Girya plan is working! It's working! I'm not going to Wild Strike. That is a horrible idea with no wound synergy. And I'm slowly healing. Altar to Forgotten God. Ah, that becomes every time I gain gold, I heal. Why? I'm gonna do it. Because now it basically makes my character unkillable after one bad battle. It would have to be multiple awful fights in a row, much like this guy, to be able to actually hurt me in any meaningful way. So, Pommel Strike, Perfected Strike, Headbutt, and we'll put the Perfected Strike back on top. I'll take 21. It doesn't even set me down below half health, so I don't even get the benefit of the meat on the bone. Bash. Perfected. None of those cards are good. Alright, well, next elite we go. Ah, the Gremlins! Just enough to kill you. Now, can I get rid of you? Yes, I can. I probably should have tried to dig for an armaments or apotheosis, but... oh well. Well, we might as well try and dig. Decent enough. He's gonna keep calling more dudes, and as long as I wipe them out... well, his pattern isn't that predictable anymore. I want him to hit me, because I want to be below half health for the Red Skull. We will offering, though, because for lack of a better thing to do, I will armaments. Pommel strike on... We don't need to pommel strike you. Brutality. Into a war cry. Put the defend back on top. I don't need it. Headbutt to get the perfected strike back in here. And then strike you. And we take nothing. There's Apotheosis. Apotheosis 24, 32. We'll do the one that hits harder. Maybe the Metallicize was a bad card idea. But ah well. We're doing sufficient amounts of hitting him in the face for absolute metric tons. So I can't really complain. Twin Strike? Yeah, Twin Strike. And this man should die next turn before anything major happens. The Gremlin leader falls before the might of the Ironclad. No, I want to finish you off with one of my big cards. There we are. Haven't even fallen below half health. Seeing red is actually probably a good idea at this point, just on the off chance of what I draw. And more enemies, because I can't get randoms, not at all. Interesting choices. Well... No. Because we're going to hit you, because I need to hit you. Yeah, hitting anyone else is a trap. Hitting you is the most important thing I could possibly do. Because I need you to die. Unfortunately, I couldn't kill you turn 1. So I have to suffer through the Hex. But... from this point onward, everything else should be easy to do, or to deal with. Killing you doesn't get rid of the Hex. So we'll armaments, Twin Strikes, Heavy Blade you. There's only one thing for 0 mana, and it's an entirely useless thing. Well... yeah, you're dead. Didn't even register that the last one was an actual thing I could hit them with. I could take an Armaments Plus, but what's the point? Twin Strike to boost the power of my stuff. Now, do I want to remove a card from my deck, or do I want to... no, I don't want to remove a card from my deck. We will lift these glorious muscles. Our lifting has achieved maximum capacity. Excellent. Excellent. Wow, this is a very interesting turn 1. We just hit him for an absolute truckload. Okay. Seeing red is not that good right now. It will be good later when I need to pull something out of nowhere. I want to bash first regardless. We'll pommel strike. War cry in the hopes of drawing something that's not a strike, but we draw strikes nonetheless. Still digging for that fresh Apotheosis. Still digging for that fresh Apotheosis. Digging for that fresh Apotheosis. Didn't find it. Oh well. That's enough stuff where we should be able to do something about this. I could put armaments on top of my deck.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have these relic screens. Calling Bell, Question Card, and Runic Pyramid.
Okay, my first question for you is, what are your current relic do you have Umamori?
No.
What character are you?
Ironclad.
Runic Pyramid was the one that every time you take damage, you draw a card.
No.
Oh, that's the one where you don't discard your hand.
Yes.
In that case, I would probably recommend that you take the Runic Pyramid.
That it basically works as that power that the Silent has, right?
It works as the power that the Ironclad has, where every time you lose HP from a card you draw, or a card you play, you draw a card. No, it gains 1 strength. It basically works the same way, kind of. Wow. Well. Let's see, I did not expect you to be able to hit me for that much. 44? That's not enough to kill you. Oh no, I have the Champion's Belt. Okay, I can reduce it by a significant amount. What's Heavy Blade hit for? 66? 58? We'll hit you for a truckload, and I will take 27 like a champ. But I'd recommend the Runic Pyramid just because it tends to synergize more. Okay, I should have actually asked what deck you had, what type of deck you had. That was my mistake. We're gonna Rage. We're gonna Warcry to finally get it out of my deck. We don't need to freaking defend when all of our strikes will kill him anyway. Demon Form. Feed or okay, Demon Form is a must. I even have the ability to, I have the energy to be able to handle it. 3 curses, 3 relics. We'll take 2 curses and 3 relics. Shuriken, Bag of Preparation, Unceasing Top. Alright, and it's Time Eater. Well, Time Eater, I actually am happy to fight you because my deck is not built to play 20 plus cards in a single turn.